Hello and welcome to Daily Reflection with Aneel Aranha. Today's the 25th of June 2018. We're going to reflect on Matthew chapter 7 verses 1 to 5. Jesus says, "Do not judge so that you may not be judged. For with the judgment you make, you will be judged, and the measure you give will be the measure you get. Why do you see the speck in your neighbor's eye, but do not notice the log in your own eye? Or how can you say to your neighbor, 'Let me take the speck out of your eye,' while the log is in your own eye? You hypocrite! First take the log out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to take the speck out of your neighbor's eye." The Gospel of the Lord. One of the ironical things about people, and that includes you and me, is that we love to point out what's wrong with others while hating others to point out what is wrong with us. Have you realized? Even more ironical is that this habit is even more prevalent with those who say they are followers of Christ. I find people in the secular world far less judgmental than Christians, and while this is of course a generalization, it is mostly true. I'm going to mention a few statements. Mentally take how many of these you have said. "Oh, you shouldn't hang around with those people, they're bad company." Or, "Look at the way he dresses." Or, "He hardly prays at all and he calls himself a holy man." Or, "He's gay, she's loose, he's a drunkard." You know what I'm saying? How many of this do you ever say? Now, why do you think this is? I suspect it is because we gauge our holiness by making comparisons with others, whereas our actual gauge should be comparing ourselves with Christ or with the Father. As Jesus said in a verse we reflected upon a few days earlier, "Be perfect as your heavenly Father is perfect." Now do note that Jesus did say we could judge others, but only after we have first examined ourselves. He says, first you take the log out of your eye, then you'll be able to see clearly to see the speck in the other. The thing is that when we examine ourselves, we realize how short we fall of God's standards and how in need of His mercy we are. So we figure, hey, just let's leave other people alone and concentrate on ourselves. And that's how it should be. God bless you.